Hello, everybody. This is Harlan Kilstein, and welcome to today's webinar. Today's webinar is called Facebook Advertising 101. Now, I'm sure that there are some people here who are already Facebook experts, and there are a lot of people who are wondering about Facebook, and we're going to try and help as many people as we can with Facebook today. So, wherever you are, let me know that you can see my screen before I go any further. This will avoid some problems. Please let me know if you can see my screen, then we're good. Okay, then I guess we're good. All right, fantastic. So what we're going to do now is we're moving ahead and we're going to talk about a lot of different things related to Facebook. We're going to assume that most people are beginners in Facebook advertising. But just give me an idea. Go ahead and type in what kind of business you have that you'd like to use Facebook to help you grow it. Go ahead and type that in. What kind of business do you have? Okay, we're seeing pet business, blog business, carpet repair, credit repair, water filtration, author, workshops to train coaches how to lead workshops. Okay, an MLM, gourmet foods, Kindle books, recessed light covers, Teespring, women's boutique, professional writer, hypnotist, selling products on Amazon, t-shirts, Teespring t-shirts, small portable buildings, selling pet tags, okay, local business consulting, online clothing boutique, a blog, clothing alterations, air purifiers, essential oils, workman's comp, okay, and employee leasing, tax accounting, business coaching, soccer coach, great, financial literacy, lead generation, freelancer for direct response copy. All right, so as you can see, these are all very, very different things. There isn't going to be one size fits all, and yet everybody here should get something about out of this that will help them. We'll come back to your questions as we go along. Try not to type them in as we go. Write them down for yourself. Typing them in turns out to be a really big distraction, and there's a lot of material to cover. So bear with me. Glenna who is on the call, will feed me your questions at the end, and we're going to try and answer as many as possible. Remember, this is a content webinar. There's no pitch. There's no selling. So it's all content. And the content keeps going when you give me your questions. So please hold your questions till the end, and we'll go back and pick up every single one of them. Okay, now, here's a warning. Facebook changes all of its advertising components on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, Facebook changes its advertising probably more regularly than my dog has a bath. Not that she's a smelly dog, it's just to indicate that Facebook does a lot of changing. And Facebook is extremely likely to continue to do so in the future. Your ability to make money on Facebook is dependent on four things. Number one, your ability to follow what we're going to be teaching today. Number two, your ability to adjust and focus when Facebook zigs or zags. There are a lot of people now who are unhappy with Facebook. We'll go into it, whatever. But being inflexible is not a good way to make money. Number three, your willingness to spend small amounts of money to test and track your results. And number four, ultimately, the gods of Facebook smiling on you. No one can promise you that you're going to make money on Facebook. But what our goal today is to give you all of the tools that you will earn a significant return. Remember, we've talked about this many times on other webinars. we call Facebook the money machine. If we were standing on a street corner and you gave me $1 and I gave you two back, you would have doubled your money. And I ask how many people would stand there and give me $1 in order to get $2 back. And the correct answer is, as long as I'm there, you'll be giving me money. So the bottom line here is we're interested for Facebook for ROI, return on our investment. And if we can get a good return on our investment, then we want to continue. If we don't get a return on our investment, then there's no point in continuing. So with that understanding, let's go ahead and go further, that it's all about ROI. So here, for people who are new, just by way of question, how many people are with me for the first time on a webinar? How many people are meeting me for the first time on a webinar? Let me see. Okay. Oh, okay. A bunch of people. You know what? I'm so honored that you're here. I'm really honored that you're here. Okay. So, Glenna, note the names of the first timers here and make sure that if they have questions, we get them first. Okay?
Okay, will do.
See that? We got welcome, Heather, Regan, Susan, Jason, Alicia, Dave. Okay. Fantastic. There you go. We're just so happy that you guys are here. Let's move ahead and get this going. I have a site, if you don't know it. It's thedogingtonpost.com. We should go over, this is us a couple of months, this is a month ago in May, 3 months ago, we were at 296,000K in 2 months. Just to give you an idea, today we're at 399,000. Okay, so we've grown by something like 30,000. We've grown by about 30,000 a month without any advertising, just organic. And by the way, this is the day we broke Facebook and they killed organic search. So we're going to be talking about different Facebook ads. And these are the different Facebook ads that exist. Clicks to websites, website conversions, page post engagement, which is also known as PPE, page likes, app installs, app engagement, event responses, and offer claims. We're going to be focusing on just 3 of these because that's what most people need. They are clicks to website, page post engagements, and page likes. Now stay with me because, as I told you, Facebook changes, and this is not the same Facebook that we were dealing with even a month ago. So stay with me and you will learn something really important to you. We're also going to talk about something that's called dark posts that I find even yesterday, someone who I consider to be a pretty smart marketer had no idea what a dark post was. We'll be talking about that. And we'll be talking about boosting posts. So there's so much more. So organic reach on Facebook is dead. And this is the most controversial thing that's hit Facebook recently. Facebook has told me directly, organic reach is dead. Now, you've probably seen the reach of your page go down drastically. I know we have at the Dogington Post. So Facebook is making an obvious play for money. Because Facebook is now answerable to Wall Street, it's all about earning money. That's a really important thing. You should expect lawsuits to come because Facebook has encouraged people to pay for likes, but now you can't reach the people who like your page. Let me explain that. Let's pretend that you are someone who wants to sell services to carpet dealers nationwide or carpet cleaners nationwide. The old Facebook said, well, if you want to reach these people, advertise to them and get them to like your page. Now, think of your business, and many of you, most of you probably have a Facebook page. So whether you are a direct response copywriter or whether you teach financial literacy, you probably have a page. And the old Facebook was, okay, get them to like your page. And so everybody wanted people to like your page. And then if you wanted a message to get to these people, all you did was post. And once you posted, they got the information and life was happy. Life went on. Everything was hunky dory. And then Facebook said, we're not making enough money. We need to make more money. And so when you have a page, if you do a post on your page, you're not going to reach many people. That's because Facebook wants you to advertise to them. One is free, one is advertising, and Facebook obviously cares more about the money. So that's the big issue. So again, I did this a while ago. If organic reach is dead, where did our 70,000 likes in the past month come from? Again, we're now up to 100,000 likes in about 3 months. We're growing by huge leaps and bounds. If we're not advertising where they're coming from organic reach. So, to quote Neil Young, hey, hey, my, rock and roll can never die. So I'm going to tell you that, hey, hey, my, organic reach can never die. There is an organic reach, and that using the techniques that I've shared with people in the past, that you can get on, that you can get, it's at, Glenna typed this in, I believe people have it, but kilstein.com/strategies. I teach you how to expand your organic reach. So go ahead and type that in so people can go ahead and get that if they want. And again, nothing to buy. So organic reach is dead. So there are 3 earth-shattering revelations. Last time I taught this, the material wasn't available. Facebook has just rolled out Audience Insights. This gives you huge insights into your actual audience. This is where you go to get Audience Insights. Audience Insights make targeting more accurate. Let's see it live. Okay, so I'm going to take you inside my Facebook. Whoops. I'm going to take you inside my Facebook. Come on. There we go. Facebook. Come on. And we're going to go into my ads manager. And we're going to go into Audience Insights. And I want to see people connected to my page. Okay, which page do I want to see people? Well, let's go take a look at the Doggington Post. And I see that the demographics are 86% women and 14% men. So that means if I'm going to be doing any advertising, I want to advertise to women. Now notice that only 6% of my audience is in the 18 to 24 range. 12% of my audience is up to age 25 to 34. So that means only 18% of my audience is below the age of 34. So if I want to advertise, the first thing that I want to do is I want to switch to only women, and then I want to do from age 35 and up. Okay. Now we see we have lots of um, information about who's where compared to my audience and other people's audience. We can find out where they are. Lakeland, Florida, a retiree community, Ocala, Florida. Okay, let's do a huge percent in Florida. Okay, really top cities. Okay, um, and we could do that in alphabetical order. We reverse alphabetical order. We could do this by audience. Um, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York. Okay, lots of dogs in Chicago. We can tell about how often they buy, kinds of pages that they're liking. We can tell how they're getting to us. Desktop only, okay. Desktop and mobile, 68%. Mobile only, 15%. Okay. How many people are on an iPhone or iPod? How many people are on an iPad? How many people are on an Android? How many people are on a BlackBerry? 0.1%. I have to tell my son that. Um, Bottom line is there's a lot of information here that you can tell. Oh, how about what kind of household that they're in? How much their income is? How many are renters? How many are owners? How valuable their homes are? Okay. We can also see what they buy, how much they spend. And these are people, look, who would have known? These are people who buy pet products. Okay, so I see here that these are people who buy pet products. They also buy clothing, household products, but pet products, that's really up. So if I have this page, I can easily sell them pet products. Okay, now if we go back to Audience Insights, create new. Yes, I want to create a new audience. Do I want to save it? No, don't save. I want to do everyone on Facebook. And let's say we did their interests. Let's do carpet cleaning. And we have the information about them. Let's look at the demographics. Again, 74% women, 29% are under age 34, but the rest is 70% or above. So you really want to start advertising these people to women age 34 and up. Now you can even say, okay, well, I want to advertise to people in Miami, Florida. And I can target these people by saving this audience and creating an ad to this audience. This is what Facebook is letting us do today. Zero in on our interests. Okay? We can clear carpet cleaning. And I want to do soccer moms. Whoa. Let's go to the demographics. And you see there are virtually no soccer moms. Whatever. Soccer moms, 100% women. Okay. And they are from 35 and up. Again, the numbers go down. You want your money to be well spent. You want to go from 35 to 64. I think 64 is a little high for a soccer mom, but hey, that's what Facebook says. And that's my audience. And some of these, they consider themselves a soccer mom because it's their grandkids that they're taking. And so that may be because of our new American lifestyle that grandma's going out to the game with her grandchild and she says, yeah, I'm a soccer mom. So these are all the things that are doable. These are all the things that are possible with audience insights. It's super cool. And I think everybody is going to really like that. Okay, let's go back here. So we saw it live. You can target people really based on just about anything. And it's even going to get better because next month, Facebook and other companies right now, they stalk you around the internet. And they get information from you, and that information is known as data mining. What they know about you is really quite extensive. Starting in February, Facebook's going to allow you to target people who have visited a particular website, even if you can no connection to that site at all. So if you want to target people who are into scuba diving, skin diving, you'll be able to target people who visit the U.S. Divers site, even though you have nothing in connection with that. That's going to be really awesome. It's going to build your accuracy up. You can actually, unless people block it, you can be able to target your competitors' traffic. And this is expected to show up starting shortly for US sites only. This means your targeting accuracy is going to soar. You're going to be able to literally shoot fish in a barrel. So it's important to note that in Facebook advertising, we're not playing pin the tail on the donkey here. We want to have a really good idea of what we're going for, and those are the people that we want to target. We want every dollar to bring us back maximum return. Your targeting should start like this with, you hit a few and you miss a few, but then eventually end up like this where everything is going into the target. That's where the serious money is. And that is what we're talking about. So the new reality of Facebook is that you're probably going to have to buy traffic. Okay? You can do some really great viral stuff, but if you're serious about making money, then you should have no problem with buying traffic, because when you buy traffic, you are, if you have your funnel set up, you should be making money from that. So it's not something that you need to particularly worry about. Buying traffic is not a curse. It should be seen as an opportunity for you to make money. Okay, it's not a reason for you to get really upset. Next, when you buy traffic, unless you're broken, you probably want to spend as little as possible. I sure know I do. And therefore, it's not about how much you spend. It's honestly about how much you keep. Okay? So we want to make sure that we keep what we are spending. And that's one of the really important lessons for you is you keep what you are spending. Your entire focus should be on ROI. That's what this is all about, ROI. You want it all about ROI. My typical Facebook ads run from a 4-to-1 return to a 22-to-1 return. I know that people have done have done significantly better than that. Okay, and that's really good money to make 22-to-1 on what you do. The highest ROI I've ever heard is a $7 investment regularly yields $38,250. That to me is the world's record ROI. That's Kevin Nations, who gets people to join his mastermind, and that's some pretty awesome um, ROI there. I would certainly recommend that everybody, um, see that and go, okay, that's possible. I can do that as well. Remember, even if you do a miserable 2-to-1, you're still doing better than putting money in a bank. If you want to test, you want to test small, you want to get your ducks in a row, and then the idea is scale, scale, scale. If you know you're making money, if you know you have a formula and a recipe for success, then you want to go with that and build it up. So who can afford to waste money? Not me. So here are the 3 best ways to waste money on Facebook. If you're a new user to Facebook, there are probably people offering this as advice. It's really bad advice. You should run the other way. Number 1, have Facebook build your campaigns. They will contact you and they will say, you know what? Facebook advertising is so difficult. We're going to make it easy for you by building your campaigns. And you trust them and you give them the keys to the kingdom, or at least the keys to your checkbook. Big mistake. Don't trust them. They're out to make Facebook rich, not you. Number 2, target people who merely like a broad niche. Liking is not an indication of buying. I've taught this many times. Whether you want to target people who like Italian cooking, it does not mean that these are people who are going to buy your kitchen supplies. Okay? If you want to target you want to target buyers. And the best thing that you can do is target buyers in your niche. And the other thing a lot of people do is they throw large and different groups into ad campaigns, so you lose the ability to track them. The only thing that that's going to do to you is it's going to confuse you, and it's not going to get you the results that you want. So success in targeting is really very simple. For like campaigns, target people who like specific pages, not just a general niche. So if you were building a dog site, you wouldn't like people who like Irish setters. You would try and target people who already liked other pages about Irish setters. If you want to build a page for Hillary Clinton, don't target people who like Hillary Clinton. Target people who like the page Ready for Hillary. Okay? Now, I don't know that she had a special page for her book that came out last month, but that's pretty recent. Or it's actually more than a month, but you could target people who liked her book because that is just so recent. If you want to build a page for diving, target people who like specific dive gear shops because these are people who are seriously into diving. Do not target people who like scuba diving. These are people, who could be 14 years old and don't have $1 to spend. These are people who just like everything they see on Facebook. You want to target buyers, and that's the number 1 success key. If you're not targeting buyers, then you're probably wasting your money. And most people are wasting their money because they don't know this secret. Gosh, it should be so obvious. So you want to find out who your competition is. You want to find out names of other pages in your niche, and then you want to target them. All right, so as we said, if you want to build a page for a dog breed, target existing pages about the breed, not people who like the breed. They're tire kickers. They may like the breed. They may not be owners. Now, if you want to have a like campaign, it's really very simple. You want to create a new like campaign. You want to know your demographics in detail. And I showed you how you can know your demographics real well by using Facebook's audience insights. Upload 6 pictures. Facebook will test the best one for you and optimize your campaign. Delete the ones that didn't win and upload new photos. The first likes are difficult. Please be patient. Now, I was with someone today who was very upset because they had 200 likes and she didn't know why people weren't responding. And the answer is because the site is new. When the site is new, the page is new, it takes a while to warm up the audience. You're not going to get the same kind of audience when you have a couple of hundred likes as to when you get a couple of 100,000 likes. So the bottom line here is be patient with your page, because eventually it's going to grow like crazy and you will be able to make some serious money with it. But don't let anybody drive you crazy. Go ahead and remember that uh, Rome wasn't built in a day. And then you could do bribes for like campaigns. I've talked about this before, where C's Candy went ahead and said, okay, when we get 1,000,000 likes, we're going to let certain people, we're going to give a discount or a gift to everybody. And people were expecting, like a box of chocolates in the mail or something like that. And it turned out that they offered them a 10% discount, and people were mad. With the Dogington Post, to get up to 100,000, we made a cage and freed people from the cage. I think another site is doing it. Let's see if we can find them. Let's go to Facebook, Halo Pets. Okay, here we go. We did this. Okay, we taught them about how to remove people from the page. I thought we had a different cover up here. I guess they must have changed it. But the bottom line is moving people from one thing to another really gets, it's a motivation to get people done. I wonder if we could see the one at Dogington. We've just too many. Let's see if we can find them. Albums. There they are. Oh, this is great. Okay, this is really great. So here was our first one, 100,000 fans empty this cage. And we had the dogs, and we put the first one was rescued. Okay, notice that like 245 people liked it. And we decided here, become a fan to help rescue a dog. When the cage is empty, we'll make a donation to National Mill Dog Rescue. And then National Mill Dog Rescue, National Mill Dog Rescue sent people over. Help them all, please. They're beautiful. Rescue the Yorkie. National Mill Dog Rescue sent me. Please rescue the Pit, the Dobie, and the Rottie. National Mill Dog Rescue sent me. You see how this strategy worked? And then we got more. Now we're 2 rescued. Now there are 3 rescued. 4 rescued. 5 rescued. And people are, again, which one we want you to rescue. 6 rescued. And finally, we were very, very close. And people, please empty this cage. And finally, 100,000 fans, you did it, and everybody loved it. So when you have people who are going out and getting more fans for you so that you could do something nice like free the dogs, that's a pretty awesome way to go. That worked real well for us. That's what we talk about bribes. Start your budget at $50 a day until Facebook starts showing your ads, then lower your budget. I'm not proposing that you spend $50 a day on likes, but I am proposing that you start it there. Facebook will take you seriously. You could lower it from there down to $5, whatever. Wait until Facebook starts showing your ads. If you tell them I'm a spender, I've got $50 a day, they'll start showing your ads really quickly. Then lower your budget. Nothing wrong with that. And start engagement with your fans immediately. Although it's going to be very, very lonely at first. Engagement starts a couple of hundred, 400, 500. They start to trickle in 1,000, and then things start to get insane. For those of you who have never seen this page before, this is one of the first things that turned me on to Facebook, was seeing this page about Boo and Buddy. That's their owner. She never lets her picture, her face be seen. She works for Facebook, and Boo is her Pomeranian as well as Buddy. They have close to 15 million likes. Okay, that's pretty darn insane. They have 1.7 million talking about it, and they get over 100,000 likes a week. That's pretty much. Now here, you see that it's not quality likes, because the most engaged are coming from Thailand, and they are 18 to 24-year-old girls. They think that Boo is cute, but those are not buyers. She's not selling very much to them, but if you know what you're doing, you realize that this isn't, the numbers on Facebook can lie. So here, Boo is set up. Boo's got 350,000 people like that. That's pretty amazing. 15,000 people shared it, except the only problem is, and she gets 3,300 comments, the only problem is these are not buyers. These are people who like pictures of Boo. So as you go through them here, when it's just a picture of Boo, who is, of course, the hero, who is as cute as anything, 500,000 people like that picture of Boo. So it's really, really, again, if it's a picture of Boo, here he's got his paw in front of his face, 760,000 people like that. Boo took a bath, he's got his tongue out, 1.1 million people like it. The problem is, again, I told you, if you wanted to sell something to them, then a lot of those likes are wasted likes. But hey, I'm not complaining, I'm just showing you what a really good page does. So here's how to do it. Number one, select a like campaign. What kind of results do you want for your ad? We want like. You're going to come in the middle of the page, you're going to click page likes. Then they're going to say, well, which page do you want? You select your page. In this case, it was for the Caddington Post. It brings up the picture of the Caddington Post, our banner. I didn't particularly like that. I left it in, but I added a bunch of other photos. Now you can add up to 6 photos, and Facebook will sort them out and determine through multivariate testing which photo is going to get you the most likes for the least process. Then you create the ad text, where people come to share their love of cats. And it shows you one of the pictures, but the truth of the matter is you could go up and down, you would see all of them. We want to see the ad placement, and we are targeting. Our targeting here was people who like another rival company called Catster. And why not, following my own principles, target somebody that we'd really be interested in going after? So that's my only targeting. It's 22,000 people. And how much would we do? I told them I wanted to do 25 a day. We wanted to bid for page likes, and there we go. Remember, you've got to track what you're doing. If you don't measure what you can't measure what you don't track, and that's why you should be tracking what's going on. Facebook will start out your page likes high, and then over time you will bring them down. I believe we're paying something like 3 or 4 cents per page like, and then of course we're monetizing the traffic on the page. Ways to track. Number one, you can use the Facebook conversion tracking pixel. You can track anything. Number two, Google Analytics tracking links. Number three, pretty links. We're starting to use pretty links now for tracking purposes. You want to track everything. You want to separate things by campaign, because if you dump too many things in one campaign, you no longer track it. You don't want to guess what's making you money. You want to track. And you can track clicks to websites as well. Let's go that selecting clicks to websites. We want to bring people to a particular article or an offer on our site. For those of you in the t-shirt business, this is one of the ways to go. You put in where you want the clicks to websites. You put in the website name. Here I had a website with no graphics, so you can see it brings up just, okay, there's a camera there, and this little red thing means there's an error. There were no pictures. So we uploaded some pictures. It tells you the recommended size. Try and load pictures that are bigger, and Facebook will correctly size them. When here I've chosen a page for a newsfeed ad. I want to be in the desktop newsfeed, and then I want to be in the mobile newsfeed. Typically, I cut right column newsfeed because they don't do as well for me. And this OTC publishing page, not very much on it. The only thing that's there was this post, and so it's this is what's called a dark post. You create the ad text. You see the ad placement. The call to action here was shop now. I chose my targeting, copywriting, direct marketing association, Frank Kern. I selected my bid. It suggested in between 10 and 19. I picked a bid of 14 cents, and that was it. And then the final thing is the page post engagement. The reason I like the page post engagement is because you get much more room to write about your thing. So let's go see one of my page post engagements. Okay, here's my page. And here's an ad that we had for today's webinar. We've got a picture. Who says you can't make money on Facebook? The New York Times just showed how a major fish oil company boosted their income using Facebook. Now let me show you on this free webinar how you can use Facebook advertising to increase your income. So I did a paid post engagement, and you see that almost all my traffic came from paid traffic. Here was another one. Almost all of my traffic was paid. Here was another one, traffic paid. Another one, traffic paid. We filled the webinar for that one. Here was one that I ran for a long time. Most of you are here because you saw this post. And this post I had running for a long time, got 1,000 likes, 269 comments, 555 shares, and reached nearly 500,000 people. So I'm a big believer in paid post engagements, and I think that they really work. Here's how to do a page post engagement. Choose the page, and then it will pop up the posts that are on the page. For example, here's one. Should have written more. Ended up making me a bunch of money, though. You pick the post, you target, you price, and then you monitor and see. And here I picked only $5 a day, and $5 a day for about 2 weeks. So $5 a day times 14 is $70. I turned that into 800. Now, if that's the kind of money you like, then these techniques may work for you. $70 and gave me back 800, actually 864. That's a pretty good deal. I'll take that deal. Beware. There's something that's called boosting posts. Never ever click boost post from a mobile page manager app. Never. It will get you garbage response. What it does is Facebook looks at it and says, okay, where's most of your traffic coming from? I'll show it to most of your traffic. So if Facebook gal who owns Boo used the mobile page monitor to post to her page, her ads would be shown to little girls in Thailand. Always boost posts from your computer. Always target by country. Always target people who like your page. Test whether or not targeting their friends increases sales. Boosting posts is the way Facebook wants you to extend your reach because they get paid for what used to be free. So if you can measure it, remember, what you don't you can't measure what you don't track. If you can track what you're doing, you may end up making a heck of a lot of money that way. But there's more to talk about in Facebook: the new right column ads, using audience insights to create your ads, retargeting, custom audience, lookalike audience, website audiences, email audiences, and social selling that I hope you'll be joining me in the future for. If you want to make sure that you're on the list and that you're notified of everything, I would suggest that you go to kilstein.com and join my email list. That's the best way that I can make sure to notify you guys about more Facebook seminars. The other thing is, there may be some of you who want to take it further and work with me directly. If you do, go fill out an application at kilstein.com/work with Harlan, and we'll see if we would be a really good mix to work together. That's it. Let's get over to your questions now. And I see one question is, I don't like you, Harlan. You're too good. Masterful. Thank you. All right. Are there questions? No questions? Awesome presentation. Thanks, Hildy. On clicks to website ads, do you ever use optimized bidding? And the answer is yes. But if you, Alicia, first of all, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly because I have a friend who is I have one friend who's Alicia, and I have another friend who pronounces it Alicia. So I really hope I'm saying it correctly. On clicks to websites, yes, I often do let them do optimized bidding, but I want to come back in the next day or even faster and see if I'm making money. If I'm not making money and I think I'm being charged too heavily, I'm going to go in and take it over from Facebook and put my own bidding in. Have I had success with right side ads? And the answer is I deliberately didn't teach it today because I'm not seeing as much success. I know that retargeting campaigns have a lot of success with right-hand ads, and big companies like Amazon and Chewy's use them with great success for retargeting. But I'd rather do the newsfeed ads. Would first building a fan page like a like campaign, then using a page post engagement target these likes? You've got too many, John. You've got too many questions in there for my little brain to follow. Could you make that simpler, and I'll be happy to answer you. How much is a strategy session with Harlan? Nothing. Just get on the phone and let's see if it's right for us to work together or not. Why is Facebook so popular for IMers? Because it's so easy to see a positive ROI on anything that you do. And it's so easy, and the targeting is so much better than Google. Alicia is correct. Thank you. Thank you. More detail on copywriting aspects of dark posts, please. So first of all, number one, whenever you do an ad on Facebook, if you can allude, you should allude to benefits. If you can allude to financial benefits, you're going to do a lot better. Always. Notice that you will notice that pictures of attractive women always do better in ads. Even if you are doing a pet ad, a picture of a woman with a pet typically will outperform a picture of just the pet. So the picture really counts, and make sure that you are giving benefits in your text. Where can we get the replay? The replay will be mailed to everybody who registered. I'm a strategy focus, and I can focus on LinkedIn. Do find Facebook a good venue for business consulting? Is this a new strategy for me? There are lots of people who are doing this on Facebook. Lots of LinkedIn specialists are targeting people on Facebook. Most people I know who have done LinkedIn advertising, including myself, find a much better response coming out of Facebook than out of LinkedIn. LinkedIn advertising is supposedly really targeted. I never saw a really high ROI on it. Is there a way to use audience insights for pages? Yes. For your own pages, absolutely. For someone else's pages, also. It depends on whether the page is big enough for Facebook to let you use it. The answer is yes. You said sites could still block you from targeting their visitors. Surely the majority will still do this. I don't think it's up to them anymore. I think from what I heard from Facebook that people are going to have to opt out of letting Facebook track them. And there should be disclaimers on people's sites telling people how to do that. But I think that lots of people are going to be, there's no more privacy in this country. Are tabs dead on Facebook? By tabs, you mean like on a page, there are tabs that you can go to. And the answer is, for most part, yeah, that's ancient history. There's some people using them, but tabs are pretty much done on Facebook. I would not be going after tabs by any stretch of the imagination. Good question. In Audience Insights, what's the difference between online buyers and online spenders in the behavior category? If you go there, there are usually question marks right there, and they'll tell you what the difference is. You should see some little question marks that are explanations. When do I use boosted post versus page post engagement? Boosting a post is something that can be done fairly quickly. I want to boost a post that I know has done well, that it's already making me money, and I want to target my own page only. Page post engagement is something that it's a similar thing, but you can target people outside of your page as well. Boosted post is nice because you can set a fixed budget of $5, $10, $40, and Facebook shows you what's going on. The more you target your boosted post, the fewer people that actually see it. Facebook doesn't like smart people who target boosted posts. You can make a heck of a lot of money with a boosted post. Just make sure your targeting is correct. I need to reach people who are local to me. Is Facebook a good option when your target group is local? Okay, Susan, tell me who your target group is. Type it in the box. My target people are people who want to lose weight or stop smoking with hypnosis. Okay, so let's go. Woo, no, we do not want to. We want to cancel that. And we want to go to Facebook. And we want to go to our advertising. And we want to go to, come on. And we want to go to Audience Insights. And the first thing that we would do is we're going to do for everyone on Facebook. And then let's say we want to do, I had a hypnosis office myself, and it was in Davie, Florida. Davie, Florida, United States. Okay, now I can target people in Davie, Florida. Since you said it's weight loss, the demographics for weight loss are typically women above the age of 30 or more, above the age of 35. Well, let's see what Facebook says. And their interest is, let's look for weight loss. Okay, and that's where our target market is. It's from 35 to 64. And we can now target those people right there. When we create an ad, when we save that, we can create an ad directly to people in Davie, Florida who are interested in that. We could also interested, let's see, in stop smoking. Stop smoking. And it brings it down. So we can now target those two categories, and we can target them anywhere. That's how easy it is to use Audience Insights. Glenna, get me some questions.
Okay. Heather's asking, since I'm a writer, I sell content, not product. Obviously, my income depends on traffic to my affiliate marketing programs. So I'm a bit lost because I don't have an actual product to sell. I'm simply selling my writing and hope that people click on my affiliate ads or the products I recommend. How can you help?
So first of all, number one, you want to build up a fan page, and you want to bring people from your fan page to your site to click on your ads, or you want to put your links directly into your Facebook page. Study what we do on type in the links so she can look at what you do, what Glenna does on a page called Meditation Techniques Daily, if you'll put that link in, or look what we do on the Doggington Post.
Okay, I'll put that link in there in just a second. Robert's saying, when entering a new niche, do you first use PPE, and how big of an audience should you test with?
Well, it depends what your goals are. When I'm entering a new niche, typically I want to build up a page of fans so I can get to them again and again and again and learn about them and so forth and get some kinds of insights. There are also some advanced things that I don't teach here. I do in my list building course, that having a page gives you a real advantage. So the first step that I would do in a new niche is build up a page. That's the way I'm going to learn about them. So for example, let's show you this. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to be doing a survey of my niche. Come on. And I've built a survey and I can let's see. I'm going to come to my Facebook page. Hey, for parents, we're trying to put some information together on problems you're having with your fur kids' behavior issues. Would you be so kind as to take a few minutes and fill out this survey? Hugs and belly scratches to all who participate. And we put that in. And dog training survey. And let's see what happens. We put it up. And that's how we find out. That's one way that we can find out about our niche. Very, very simply. Okay, next question.
Okay, I have a couple people that are basically asking if the plan is to first build a fan page using a like campaign and then use paid post engagements to target the likes. Is that...
And the answer is that's a really good way of doing it.
Okay.
Especially when you want to sell them something.
Right. All right, the next question is, why would I want to advertise only to a specific age group while you already have an interest as our target? In other words, why do we think that a male of 24 years old would not be interested in buying my advertised pet product?
And the answer is because if you study the demographics for any niche, you know that there are certain people who are more likely to buy than others. It's your job as someone who's interested in marketing to make your dollar go as far as possible. If you spend your money on a 24-year-old, advertising to a 24-year-old male, when that's not the target demographic, you're wasting your money. Again, if you have the money to spend, go ahead and go for it. But if you were to ask any person who took Marketing 101, you fish where the fish are at, not where you wish they were.
Okay, and Susan's asking, I'm a little confused about how to target people who like similar pages. When I choose an audience, how do I select people who have liked similar pages?
In interests, you have that option.
Okay, and is it better to send people to a Facebook page or to their own domain website?
It depends what your goals are. Facebook will lower the costs to keep people on Facebook, but there's a time and a place for both, and there's money to be made doing both.
Okay, and can you clarify when to not use mobile users?
When you don't want to make money. There are so many people who are mobile users. You always want to target mobile users.
Okay, and Sharon saying, could you please explain again about what Facebook is coming out with next month?
They're going to come out with much better targeting where you'll be able to even target direct competitors. Expect Facebook to start phasing this in. Some people get things faster than others, but I've heard that this is coming out in September. You will be able to target people who have gone to visit competing websites.
Okay, and Svetlana is asking, apart from desktop, mobile, and right column, there is a new placement option, which is partner mobile apps. Any examples of when it can be and recommended to use?
I don't use that. I haven't done a lot of work with apps, so I prefer to talk about to you and share information about things that I've tested and work and know what's work, rather than talk about something that I haven't done. It just wouldn't be fair to you.
Okay, and Leon wants to know, are clicks to a website much more expensive as it's taking the visitor off of Facebook?
They can be. So you have to study what's going on. It depends what your goal. For some people do a paid post engagement. I've had a lot of the success using for T-shirts paid post engagement, um, because you get to say more about it. So you just have to test. There are a lot of people who swear by it. There are a lot of people who only do clicks to websites.
Okay, and Susan says, thanks for explaining how to target those people who might be interested in my services. Should I try to select people with higher income levels?
And the answer is, of course, you should test that, but it may cut your audience down too small. Obviously, advertising to people with money is a much better idea.
Okay, and a couple of people were asking about the survey. Did you put it on the page?
I
And
put it on the page. I'm also planning on emailing my list that survey tomorrow.
do you recommend Survey Gizmo over Survey Monkey?
I think you could do much more sophisticated work with Survey Gizmo and analyzing the results.
Okay, and John's asking, wouldn't we want to run desktop and mobile ad campaigns separately for accurate tracking?
And the answer is yes. That's always a good way of doing it, especially if you've got some really good tracking installed. But for most people who are beginners, this is fine. By campaign is fine.
Okay, and Lynn's asking, then when you save the interests and ages lists, then do you load it into the custom audience or
No, it's
where?
not a custom audience. It's something that you can save and then you can open from audience insights and target those people. From there, you can build an audience on your page or an audience on your site.
Okay, and do you have a favorite way to track your ad results?
Me, Google Analytics. Google Analytics, but they can't track in Facebook. For tracking in Facebook, you have to use Facebook's own tracking.
Okay, and Svetlana is saying, work with Harlan sounds great. Does it mean that you're interested only in working with those in the dog niche?
No, absolutely not. You saw how we discussed. I just used the dog niche as an example because we've got that page, but we've talked about everything from soccer moms to carpet cleaning to hypnosis today, kitchen stuff. No, we'll work with everybody, if it's a good fit.
Okay, and Jason just typed in, do you happen to use Facebook pixel tracking?
Yes, I do. It's really good. It's more advanced than what I wanted to do in Facebook Beginners, Facebook 101. That would be Facebook 102 or even 201. All right, looks like we got through the questions. Thanks, Glenna. We did record this. Either Glenna or I will have a recording of this, and we will notify you when it's available. Once again, for those of you who want to work with me or check out and see whether it's appropriate, just go to kilstein.com. Glenna, I'm sure you've grabbed that and typed it in. Kilstein.com/work with Harlan. I'm asking some information about you because I want to see in advance whether we're a fit. And then my assistant Sandra will get in touch with you for a time for us to chat. And heck, even if we don't work together, I guarantee you that you'll find out something valuable on the call. So that's it, everybody. Glad you can make it. You will be able to watch this replay. Now, everybody, go out and make some money and have a great day. Bye.